it's time for us to have a conversation on our consumer tech segment. And guess who has joined me on this set? None other than Philip Kofi Ashon, who is the host of City Trends on 97.3 CDFM. And we're going to be talking today, of course, the last day of Heritage Month. And we're talking about 5 Ghanaian innovations in tech. Philip Kofi, good morning. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing pretty well.
It's good to have you here.
I'm doing very, very, very well. And it's been a long journey over the course of the month of March. We've stuck with one theme all throughout the month, and today we draw the curtains down on that particular theme, which is highlighting some technology innovations, brewed, developed, grown, everything right here in Ghana. Yeah. And I'm really, really excited about it because I just think that sometimes we don't realize just how much work the technology entrepreneurs in Ghana are putting in to bring one solution or the other, to the people. For example, yesterday on City Trends, I spoke to talkative mom, Eno Kwegwen, and it's incredible how, how many lives, they touch just by it might seem simple to most people, but it's such a great resource to have. And, the institutions or the technology solutions we're going to talk about today are a clear example of that as well. So the first one I want to talk about is actually a school management system. Okay. It's a school management system. It's called Smart App. Smart App. Smart App. So SMARTSAPP. So that's Smart App, as you can see there. Okay. So basically urging schools to reopen safely, stay open, with the app. It's a very, very simple, straightforward app. Okay. In the initial stages might seem a little cumbersome because obviously it's a lot of data entry that needs to go on, but it's a very, very simple. And we'll be walking through some of the really, really good ways by which it helps schools. It helps schools in a number of ways. Okay. It can, everything from enrolling a school onto the system so that it's easier to check which students have come to school or which students have been picked up from school, because those are some of the challenges that sometimes some parents have, whereby they drop off a child and either they are not picked up or they don't end up in class because they find their way somewhere else. So there's that bit of it. Parents can easily pay school fees as well through the app. Okay. Parents can get notifications, for example, if there's a difficulty with their child, there's a challenge with their child. Parents can, for example, choose the meals that they would want based on the school's canteen or cafeteria listing. This is interesting. All of that is available in the app. And I just want us to go quickly to the website once again, because I just wanted to show viewers exactly what the solution offers. And there's a little video as well that I would want us to watch. So if we could just go back to the website, but we'll come to the website in a bit. But basically, that is the solution. It's a very comprehensive solution for schools. The process is very, very simple. Basically, if you are interested, you give a shout out to the Smart App team. You can find it online. You just Google Smart App and you find their website, as we showed a couple of minutes ago. The Smart App team comes to the school where you are. They register the school. There are a few processes that they need to go through. So they register the school. After that, they enroll the parents and the students as well, because the information is for them. Everybody, So they enroll them, and then the process begins from there. So everything from the payment of school fees is done, or you can do it through the app. Everything from the choice of meals for your child, you can choose from the school cafeteria or canteen. As I said, everything from checking if your student or if your child has been dropped or picked up, in case, for example, it's someone else who's doing the dropping off and someone else who's doing the pickup. When the students actually enter the classroom, there's a device in with the teacher in the classroom to indicate that the child has actually entered the classroom or partaken in the class. So it's a comprehensive school management system that basically looks at every issue that potentially could crop up as a result of the considering where we are now, considering COVID, considering, you know, all these questions that people might have, it's a very, very comprehensive solution. And it's come a long way.
Yeah.
It's come a long way, because I think I remember this app from about 3 years ago or so, when it was launched, you know. So it's a very, very comprehensive app that I think, you know, so like I said, you know, you have child security, drop off and pick up. You have COVID risk rating, so the schools that are actually on it, you know, you get to understand, you know, the COVID rating. It's the Smart App class, where you know, the class management tool, you know, so whether the students have signed in, etc., etc. Online fee payment is available. There's a connected community of teachers and the parents as well, in case there are any interactions. So, I mean, it defeats the whole purpose of calling for a PTA meeting, because you can have the PTA meeting right there on the app. And then the school canteen bit as well is where you can select the meals for your child, you know, and all of that. But if we scroll down a bit, you'll be able to see how it works. It's all set out there. You know, you just, you know, go through the process. Very, very simple. But this is a very cute little video that is available on the platform. I'm hoping that we can watch it real briefly, just so that, you know, you get a sense of what the app is all about. It's very, very simple. As you can see there, that is your typical school. It's really simple and really straightforward. All the solutions that you're looking for are there, and it's really straight. I like it because it might look complex, because there are so many different solutions built into one mobile application. But it's clear that it's a management system. It's sort of like a content management system of a website, or, you know, anything of a sort. So very, very simple. You scan the details of your child, are basically there. It's a QR code. You scan it, you get all the details. You drop off the child, the security in the school just scan it, and then you're good to go. If someone shows up, you know, unauthorized, as you can see there, and they're not authorized to pick up your child, I'm sorry, the child is not going to go with the person, because the parents are able to basically inform the school, the people who are supposed to pick up their child, you know, and so there's that level of security there. Like I said, you can make payments to school fees. You can actually check, for example, you know, some schools offer part payment options for paying of school fees, and sometimes you're really not sure how much you've paid. I mean, you literally can just go into the app and then you're good to go. It's a very, very comprehensive school management app, and I think really it's something that, you know, a lot of parents can look at. The second app that I would want us to look at is called Locker. Locker, but it's Locker with a very interesting spelling.
Okay.
It is LOCQAR.
Okay, Locker.
Okay. LOCQAR. There's a video actually that explains the entire process.
Okay.
And I would want us to watch that video, just so that, you know, viewers, you know, will be able to get a good sense of it. But the basic premise is, a lot of the time when people want to do a delivery, I mean, considering, you know, the times you're in, COVID and everything, it sometimes gets a little complicated.
Okay.
Why? Because everything from the security of it, everything from the safety of it, everything from whether the package is actually going to be delivered at the time when you want it to be delivered, the person who's going to pick it up, are they the right person? Because sometimes you might be sending, you know, some very, you know, to someone, and then someone else ends up being the one to pick it, and it can get kind of complicated.
Okay.
So, you know, you're sending a secret package, quote unquote, to someone.
Not necessarily contraband, but
no. You're sending a secret package to someone, a surprise. Yes. You know, and so basically the system is very, very simple. It's a very straightforward system. I am sending you a package. I get onto the app. So you have a locker, I have a locker. That's the whole idea. You have a locker, I have a locker. Now, in order for you to access your locker, you need a PIN. In order for me to access your locker, I need your PIN. In order for you to access my locker, you need my PIN. So basically, if I want to send something to you, I contact the company, I indicate which locker I want, which is your locker. A one-time PIN is sent to you and to me, of course. And then when the package is delivered, you will have to enter the one-time PIN to be able to access the locker that you know you own, and basically vice versa. So it's a very, very simple system. It's a very, very basic system. And so that's the website. You can go there and check it out. So this is how it works. Very, very simple process. So you place the order. So let's say you are sending me a box of chocolates. Great.
Okay.
So Kweku is sending me a box of chocolate.
Chocolates are safe enough.
Yeah, they are very safe. So you place the order, and then you select the locker. So you select my locker.
Okay.
You make the payment because you're the one who's sending it to me.
Yeah.
You use the PIN code that has been sent to you as well. I get the PIN code as well, and then basically I can pick it up. And it's very, very simple. It's very, very straightforward. I think it's very innovative. As you can see, the lockers are there. You go in there, you type in, the PIN code that has been sent to you, and then you pick it up. It's just as straightforward as that.
So is the locker located at a central location?
So, for example, in various residencies, various locations, if you can pick up, if you find a locker there, you can indicate where you want it to be picked up. So, for example, if there is a locker, like the postal service
system,
type of thing, but then more high tech.
Yes.
So I mean, there's not a post office in literally every nook and cranny, but there's a central place where the post office is located. So once you know the person's quote unquote locker address or locker pin, you have an idea of where the location is, and then you can basically go there and pick it up. And these are the lockers. Very, very innovative stuff.
Wow.
Very, very, very brilliant stuff. Very, very simple. So, the delivery person basically drops it off in the person's locker. You enter the pin that has been sent to you. End of story. Everybody's happy. Very, very simple stuff. So, yes, you might not get the spelling right in the first.
This is super cool.
So it is LOCQAR. LOCQAR. Completely innovating the whole idea.
So this looks like it's situated in the Accra Mall.
Exactly. It looks like it's situated in Accra Mall, or whichever. And I think that's the whole purpose. It's a place where people can easily have access to. It's a place where there's a bit of security as well. So I mean, it's up to the company to figure out how exactly they manage that entire process. But still, what matters is the concept behind it. So that is one of the innovations that I personally find very, very, very interesting.
Exciting.
The other one is called built accounting.
Okay.
Built accounting. So when you're a small business, you're a growing business, you are someone who wants to find solutions to the accounting bit of the work that you do. A lot of the time, you don't typically find those available. We've talked about Tianika, for example, in the first week, helping to build invoices and things like that. But you do want something else apart from just the creation of invoices. You want, some other solutions. But it's not the easiest thing to come across.
No.
And so that is where built accounting comes in. A very, very interesting solution. As you can see, they're outlining some of the solutions that they have on offer for you. So it is built for small businesses. It's built for you who is trying to grow a business. I just want us to walk through some of the solutions that they have on offer. So like I said, you have invoices. So there's a template. You just enter the details and zoom. It's off. That's one.
Okay.
You want to organize your expenses as well. Very, very simple solution there. You're going to actually track all the expenses that you've made over a period of time. It will be available in very, very visually, interesting ways for you to interact with. You can run your payroll. As well. So it's very, very simple for you to prepare your payroll and pay your employees right from the platform. You can manage your inventory and you can actually get real-time reports. So, you don't have to wait, for someone to basically write down a whole report for you. You basically go onto the platform, you click it, and all the data that you've entered into the system is available right there in front of you. You don't need to stretch yourself necessarily too much.
No, it sounds fantastic.
If you have your employers, you have them. People are now making payments via mobile money. So, for example, you can have all of them on mobile money. The numbers are available. If you have their bank account details, everything is on the app. Simple solution, simple but efficient. That's one of the things that really strikes me. Simple but very, very efficient solution for either small businesses, growing businesses, and to a certain extent, even if you're a very large business and you're looking for a homegrown solution for your accounting options, this is it.
Yeah.
Built Accounting will offer you that solution. And the good thing is, the technicians are right here in case you want a customized sort of service.
Yeah.
The people who built it are right here.
Yeah.
They have 0500244
Just like the numbers we all
Just
have.
like the numbers, you don't have to add +100, nothing. It's +233. They're located right here, and you can get the solutions. The next one I want us to look at is Tech Shelter. Tech Shelter. Now, the concept of green farming, is not necessarily the biggest in Ghana, but it's growing.
Yeah.
It's growing. And I like the fact that because it's growing, it's gaining more traction, and people are beginning to pay closer attention to the concept of green farming. Now, the thing is, how do you participate in something that you don't have such a broad knowledge about? Because sometimes, you're not sure whether this is actually what you want to do, But this is what I find interesting about. So they basically just don't give you green farming or come and set up a farm for you and walk away. They have all these services available. They are basically making all of these farming services automated.
Okay.
So sometimes you are sitting at home, you feel like you can contribute your quota to agric in Ghana, but you don't have the time. But maybe you have a few funds or resources that can actually do the work for you.
Yeah.
And so you don't really need to be in the boots, on the farm.
Okay.
So that is where they come in. Whereby they find ways and means of getting you into the agriculture conversation without you necessarily being physically present all the time there. And for the enthusiasts, the greenhouse enthusiasts as well, who actually want to be there physically, it's also available. So you can see there's a lot of training that goes on. There's a lot of automation also within the system. So basically you just give them a chat or give them a call or visit their website and basically start the process. And you can be a player within the agricultural space without necessarily lifting a hoe or a cutlass. It's just because the solution has been built for you to participate in it without being physically present. Because there are people who actually enjoy, tilling the soil and getting all that work done. It's fine.
Yeah.
It might not be your thing. You might like the concept of it, but you don't necessarily want to be there physically. And that's why solutions like this are important.
Yeah. Tech Shelter.
The second agri-tech that I really, really want us to look at is Complete Farmer. And that's the last app, or that's the last solution or tech solution we're looking at today. It's called a Complete Farmer, and basically sits within that same agriculture or agri-tech ideology, whereby you are basically getting agri solutions handed straight to you without you can be in a suit and be a farmer. You can be a nursing mother and be a farmer. But basically making agric digital. And that's digital farming made easy. You basically have a platform where everything is straight out at you, right on your laptop, right on your mobile device. And look, your solutions are there for you to, so basically rebranding agric in Africa, as the website says, and making it accessible to everyone, whereby you don't need to move anywhere. You just need to have what it takes to basically participate in agriculture, supply chain. It can either be an issue of funding that you have or expertise that you have to offer, and that is where they come in. Peer-to-peer farm produce marketplace, where you can actually sell your products digitally without necessarily having to cart everything to a physical market. The convenience of modern day farming, risk mitigated farming, and profits farming, and save cost sourcing. So listen, literally everything that has to do within the agriculture supply chain is available right there on their system, and you just need to visit it and go through the prospectus that they have, the digital solutions that they have on offer as well. And look, for me, one thing that I find really interesting is all these solutions are homegrown. It's right here. The solution providers are right here in Ghana.
Yeah.
You don't need to travel anywhere. And I find it really, really impressive that, you know, we can have that. So just going over the solutions we talked about today, we have the Smart app, which is, you know, the school management app or the school management system that I think a lot of schools should be signing on to. We have Locker as well, whereby you basically have a locker somewhere, and you can basically drop things off and pick things up at your convenience. You also have Built Accounting, which makes accounting much easier for growing businesses or small and medium scale enterprises. Very, very easy, very, very simple and straightforward to use. Then you have Tech Shelter as well, being one of the solutions within the agricultural tech or agri-tech ecosystem. And then finally, you have Complete Farmer as well, offering you the complete farming experience without necessarily you being physically present there. So these, over the course of the last 4 weeks, we've looked at, on average, about 25 technology solutions across Ghana, home-built solutions by people who speak our language, who understand what it is to build a technology solution in Ghana. Very robust systems as well. And it's such an incredible feeling to be a part of you know, this sort of evolution. And I just wish them all the best of luck as they continue to grow their businesses as well.
Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you very much, Philip Kofi Ashong.